This ship was tracked sailing near Denmark last week under a different name, and at the same time that suspected Russian drones flew into Danish airspace and grounded flights. French forces have now boarded the tanker after it refused to cooperate. It is being investigated as the drone launch pad and as part of a Russian shadow fleet that stalks the Baltic Sea under disguise. There is now an urgency in Europe to find a way to counter these increasing Russian attacks. Whether or not it was Russia behind the incursion, it again highlighted the weaknesses and vulnerabilities of NATO defences. And one of the things they are going to discuss here today is the idea of a European drone wall, a network of systems to detect and defend against Russian incursions. Danish airspace is open again, but the threat is still there and they're taking no chances. Anti-drone devices are visible on the roof of the international airport terminal, and various NATO militaries have flown in equipment to help protect the summit. There is a nationwide ban on flying drones for the duration of the gathering, and Danish warships are patrolling off the coast. The host Prime Minister said that Europe is now in a hybrid war with Russia.
One day it's Poland, the other day it's Denmark, and next week it will probably be somewhere else that we see sabotage or we see drones flying. There is only one country that are willing to threat us, and it is Russia, and therefore we need a very strong answer back.
This defence company in Aalborg in northern Denmark develops and manufactures counter-drone systems that are being successfully used against Russian forces on the Ukrainian front lines. They have now been installed in Danish airports and elsewhere in Europe, and demand from foreign governments has increased since the drone incursions last week.
Right now we have detected a controller, which is the pilot over here. We have detected a drone that's flying straight toward us. And when it breaches the area here, then that will immediately trigger the jamming. The number of installations that you need to have in order to protect is high, and today, what is already installed is very, very low.
I mean, how many of these would you need to create a drone wall?
Depends on how long you want to make the wall. Let's say a typical airport, you'll need an installation of, let's say, 10 wolf packs to cover it, and then you can have jamming equipment on top of that.
So you multiply that across Europe?
Yes.
And you're into the many thousands?
You are, yes.
There is a sense that NATO countries are playing catch-up somewhat, but Moscow will almost certainly adapt, change tactics, and find a new way to test Europe's defences. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News in Denmark.